Welcome to Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Luke Carroll.
And I'm Sydney Horseman. On this week's episode, we're featuring the St. Ambrose women's lacrosse team.
This season, the Fighting Bees have a new head coach and they're playing in a new conference, and so far, both seem like a good fit. The women's lacrosse team has been making waves this season under the leadership of their first-year head coach and former Ambrose standout, Katie Baranski. She has led the Bees to a 3-1 conference record with one regular season game remaining. On the field, Audrey Warner has 33 goals on the season and was recently named Heart of America Conference Player of the Week. SAU has secured a spot in the conference tournament and are now focused on ending the season on a high note.
Joining us now to talk about their season so far is senior attacker Mackenzie Zions. Thank you for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
As we near the end of the season, you're sitting at 3-1 in conference play. What has been working well for you so far this season?
As a team, I think what's been working really well for us is just having this fired up energy anytime we step on that field. We have been through so much with many coaches changing and just rules of the game changing, but we have never let our energy die down. If you ever come to our games, we are just always pumping each other up, pushing each other to be our best, and I think that has been working well for us so much this season.
That's amazing. So talk about first-year head coach Katie Baranski and what has she meant to the team since taking over?
Oh my God, she has meant the world to us, absolutely. Ever since she stepped on this field as our coach, I have just seen a life come back into our practices. You know, people are pushing each other even harder. Everybody wants it more. And I think even going as far as the aspect of her being our first female coach ever and just really truly understanding where we're coming from and knowing how to pick us back up, she is doing just an absolutely phenomenal job. And I think in the years to come, she can really, really turn this program around and even take us farther.
I love that. That's amazing. So looking ahead to the conference tournament, what do you think the key to success is for the group?
I think our key to success is still just not letting that fire die, just pushing each other, communicating well, just always having each other's back. You know, sometimes as athletes you get really hard on yourselves and kind of mentally take yourself out of the game. But we have just an amazing group of girls who know how to pick each other up.
All right, as a senior, what are some of the memories you'll take away from being a student athlete at SAU?
A lot. I've met some of my best friends ever on this team, and they have helped me throughout my 4 years, on the field and off the field. I'm going to take away all those friendships. I'm going to have all of them come and visit me back at home in Chicago, and I can't wait to even come and visit them and see what their season's like in the future years to come.
Mackenzie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we'll sit down with Claire Jeffers. We'll be right back.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
Welcome back to Inside SAU Athletics. Joining us now is junior midfielder Claire Jeffers. Thanks for being with us here.
Thanks for having me.
First, talk about your head coach, Katie Baranski. It wasn't too long ago that she was a player here. What do you like about her leadership?
Honestly, like Kenzie said, she keeps the fire in us. She pushes us hard without making us too drained during practices. She knows our limits and she really cares about us as her players too. She understands us as not just players but people. So it's honestly really great having a coach who understands us. So it's a great dynamic for the team.
Yeah, absolutely, that makes a lot of sense. You've locked a spot in conference tournament. So what has been the focus of practice this year to secure this conference title?
Honestly, just kind of cleaning up our movements. As you get towards conference, it gets more defensive, I guess, kind of. So it gets chippier and you can swing your sticks a little bit more than you're used to because the refs don't care as much. So we're really focusing on making sure we have those clean checks. We're really getting down on the defensive end, making sure we slide well. It's really about our defense and making sure that we're keeping our morale up as well.
Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
Looking at your game, how do you feel like you've improved over your years at St. Ambrose?
Honestly, it was really about teamwork and stuff like that. That's all I really care. I love the team. We have a great team chemistry. Everyone on there is best friends, basically. It's like a sisterhood. So really all I was worried about was making sure everyone felt fit in, everyone was in there enjoying their time, and then making sure that even if we do lose a game, our heads are up. We have more games to go. So.
Yeah, and then last question, with 1 year left at St. Ambrose, how do you feel about the program moving forward?
Honestly, I'm excited to see where years come. I will be coming back to games. I love this team. The freshmen and sophomores who are going to be taking over soon, great set of girls. Absolutely love them. They got that heart in them. We're going to do big things.
Perfect. Well, Claire, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you for having
and
me.
we'll be right back.
The theater department at St. Ambrose University offers a wide variety of creative outlets that anyone can enjoy.
There are main stage productions each semester and even fail-safe, where you can be creative in a safe and supportive environment.
Theater isn't all about performing.
There's stage managing, light and sound,
Costuming, props designing, set design. Theater is all about learning new things and creating new experiences. SAU Theater, where there's a place for everyone.
Welcome back. Next up for SAU Women's Lacrosse, they wrap up the regular season on the road tomorrow at Culver Stockton.
That's all we have for you on this edition of Inside SAU Athletics. Remember to check out the SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our latest episodes, game highlights, interviews, and more. You can also find them on the Hive at sauthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.
Nice job, guys.